Today's tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against Dog Trooper 44. I'm pretty sure I've played him before. I can't remember. It's been quite a while since the beta's been out, and names are starting to blur. But today we're using something similar to what I used the other day against the AI. I have 2 Centurions and 2 Commandos. So hopefully we can get in and grab a hold of someone and beat them down. I actually never noticed this place has a fence on it. So I've been having some issues with the game lately. Games have been dropping and so on. So hopefully this holds a bit more stable. We're going to push Arclight around the side here. We're going to push Mockingbird up a little. Sumo, I'm going to want him towards the front to tank up whatever he can. And Apex towards the rear, just to hold up. This might be a little too far forward for Sumo because the enemy can kind of push a light far enough forward to lock me. And if they have Mockingbird, they will get... if they have Arclight, they will get first turn. I've noticed a lot more people are carrying Arclight these days. Realizing that having the advantage in initiation phases is pretty valuable. It's really valuable to force your opponent to go first, right? And Arclight gives you that guarantee if your opponent's not carrying an Arclight. And then it gives you a 50-50, right, if you are carrying an Arclight. So it is paying off quite a bit these days to carry Arclight. I think I had a game the other day where I forgot to bring Arclight, and it was pretty rough going last. Or going first, I should say. We have no idea what dog has here. What am I looking for? We're only at the 15 mil bracket, so shouldn't be too much heavy ordnance on the field. I hope. And I'm hoping the game holds together just nicely. This place did have a fence, and now it looks like a junkyard. Alright, so he hasn't popped us this turn, which is good. That means we can possibly push Sumo up here and get a ping ourselves. Probably push Sumo towards the corner here. See what we get. There we go. So even if he has... What is this? A Firestarter, a Jenner, a Locust, and a Griffin. Alright. That is the laser version of the Griffin. It's not the PPC one. The Jenner can do a bit of damage. The Locust not so much. And the Firestarter, it'll be problematic, but it shouldn't be too bad against our setup here. Probably push forward with everyone else. Get into sort of... Actually, we don't need to, I don't think. We can probably push up a little with you. Keep you out of sensor lock range, so he can't see you. And we'll push you around the same. Just so we can set up. See, he has no idea we're there. But we are set up to move forward and grab some locks here. Looks like he brought Arclight as well. I did say a lot of people are bringing Arclight these days. It just means that, you know, you can reserve down and force the opponent to go first. He could go here. Wouldn't matter. He'd have to reserve here and go and then reserve in. That Locust moved from here. So let's have a look. If you move from there to here, if he sensor locks, that's not moving that fast. A V, I have a feeling, is the machine gun variant. So this one's got a reasonable amount of armor on it, but not too much. LRM fire, he has LRMs here, LRM 10 on the Griffin. Is it 10 or 5? It has been about a week since I played, so... unfortunately I've forgotten. Which is a little sketchy. A little sketchy indeed. This is a little bit of a worry, but not too much. Death from above multiple times will do a lot of work to us, I guess. That is a fair range of a jump. It looks like he's setting up for maybe some death from above shenanigans. I didn't particularly want Apex to be taking a whole lot of shots here, but I guess that's how this is gonna roll. That possibly is actually direct fire there. We're gonna reserve down again. We'll wait for everything to go here. What would I like to do? I'm probably going to drop everything on this. I might even consider backing up a little. Or Sumo can tank where he is. If Sumo's going to tank where he is, I'm probably going to move the 2 commandos around to give him a bit of support here. Although they're actually pretty good where they are, right? So what we'll do is we'll swing you around for a lock over here on this guy. And we'll see how much movement he's got. We've got no full movement here. This is going to be too hard to hit. If he jumps in, the 2 commandos are probably going to have to do the most work here. We're going to take some LRM fire here. Probably not a large laser unless he jumps somewhere really funny. I doubt he can get to one of these. I don't think there's a spot on this hill. And I don't think he can make either of these hills. That hill probably wouldn't give him anything. That hill would. He could probably set up for that, maybe. We are in the trees, so it's not so bad. But we'll get 2 locks over here. We'll drop everything down. Try and do a bit of damage to this. Do what we can. Actually, that felt like an LRM-5 more than anything. We'll get you. It's a little sketchy, this move, because we are now out of the trees. But we will know beforehand if he wants to lock over here. So we should be fairly okay to move you out and readjust if he does try and lock. He's most likely going to just compact onto Sumo here for some serious damage. We could swing you around the side. I will definitely take that. 90 to hit. Oh, this is going to hurt, buddy. Please hit him. Come on, please. 90 to hit. AC will rip. Oh, a leg off. Oh. Excellent. Sumo's going to sit probably tight and fire from where he's at. I could even back him up here, but I will keep him where he is. We will probably rotate a little here just to give up some of this arm. And we'll drop some rounds onto you, buddy. Have some LRMs. Ooh, that is hurting. The reason I rotated like this is so that he could possibly death them above this side easier than he can death them above that side. I could have not done anything there, really. I am happy with that leg gone though. I mean, he's a little easier to knock over. There's not too much in the way of this mech though. So we might start looking for... Alright, here he comes. Interesting. So the reason that moves a little weird is he can't death them above without any vision here. Alright, that's all into the correct side. I'm really happy with that. If we get 2 locks here, we could probably do a fair chunk of damage to this thing. I think we're going to reserve in and let him go. I'm pretty sure I've faced this guy before, actually. So if we get 2 locks, he'll have 1 armor, 1 evasion. We could punch him for probably full damage. And then we can swing around and give him some stick. He's going to come in with everything by the looks of it. This is a little sketchy on his behalf. Even if you do a lot of damage here, we're not going to really have too many problems.
Okay, that was a hard hit.
And these are going to have a harder time moving in the next turn. So in the next turn, I will sensor lock probably from in these trees so he can't really get a hold of these guys. Sensor lock this guy down. Where's he going to go? He either has to death them above again, which he probably might do, or he has to get it out, right? Because these will take a complete beating. He's going to back that up. He'll probably sensor lock with this. What do you sensor lock? This? Okay, he's bracing that. Alright.
What do you need?
So now what we do is we back up here. We are in Yeah, so next turn we can get pretty handily around that corner. Just move into these trees. We'll lock this guy.
Got it.
So we'll go for our first sensor lock. Get him down to 3. Next one will get him down to 1. Punch will get him down to nothing. The punch ignores any evasion he has. Even if he does full damage with this, he won't knock us over. We should get pretty much everything back here. And we've taken all of the shots into that side, right? Oh, he's got indirect fire? Oh, that's really awkward for him. Alright, Mockingbird. You are going to sit tight because you've got bulwark. So you're pretty happy to just be here. With the fire starter gone, things should look pretty nice for us.
Right here.
So we'll punch you, buddy. Which is fine by me. Retain our heat. We're going to swivel around. Come on, Sumo. Crunch. Crunch. The other good thing is we're just sitting here, right? And we still have bulwark. He's going to need to punch us to remove that bulwark. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of pain for him. Apex, she'll swing the corner and just lob straight into this. He doesn't have any vision on Apex, which is really good for us. So he can't get them above Apex. We might even multi-target here. So we'll probably multi-target back here for 60. Kind of seems like a bit of a waste, but we'll go like this. We'll heat up a little. Hopefully we can just, oh man, rummage this fire starter here.
Engaging multiple enemies.
Hopefully we can rummage him. Come on, baby. Oh, there goes that arm. He's not looking excited about that. This is giving him vision as well, so if he loses this, it's a little harsh. The other thing here is we can probably hit this guy with some SRMs and knock him. Or is this is his arc light, isn't it? I don't know if I'd... Really, is this his arc light? If he have reserves here, we're in it. Ah, good, it isn't his arc light. Alright, we'll jam some SRMs into this. We should be able to knock him. And then have a good old time.
Yep.
Good old time indeed. We'll take to the trees. Fire in. He does have vision on us there. He's got vision on us here. I think we'll risk it. We'll take the tree cover. And we'll do what we can here. 2 evasion, tree cover. Yeah, we should be semi-okay. But more to the point, we might get this guy gone. And like that, he is gone. So now he has only vision on this again. So we should be fairly good for arc light here. He needs to keep pushing him with these. Sumo's pretty well tanked in here. This looks like a fairly convincing battle here. Ooh, this is what I was saying earlier. So he pushed his Jenner out. He had max evasion, right? Which is great. But now, he needed to have moved his Jenner to probably over here. Otherwise, he is now completely up the creek. I think I have played this guy before. And I did mention he never plays the initiative game. I don't know if he does that on purpose or not, but you need to be playing the initiative game here to be doing effective anything. That is probably Paradise, Death from Above. Alright. Angel of Death?
Internal damage,
Base?
Commander.
No. Okay. Interesting. Max evasion here. We could probably do a bit of damage to this Jenner instead.
Commander?
So I think what we'll do is we'll swing...
Yeah.
Could be cheeky and just walk out and punch this guy. I think what we'll do is actually we're gonna stay here because we will get the brace and the bulwark up again, which will put us in a good stead to not get knocked. So we'll just open up on you. Oh, really? You're gonna shred a leg again? That would be amazing. An arm? Alright. Arm's good for us. 2 medium lasers. There's no real armor on these Jenners, so they're fairly easy to crumple. I think now we could probably start looking at pushing with Apex here. Although, what do we have for a multi-shot? 75. That full jump is kind of annoying. Mockingbird? Might swing Mockingbird onto the flank here. I'll probably sensor lock this. Just to remove some of that evasion. Get him down to 3 evasion. It's not required. Actually, I should have gone for a sprint here. Should have gone for a sprint. You don't have vision, do you? No, you don't. Alright. Since we didn't go for a sprint, we'll do this. I should have, but... because then I could have been about... although that would have given him vision. Apex is full armor. I'll probably just march out here and fire over here. I'm fairly okay for that to happen. Any damage over here will not be substantial. It won't be enough to really threaten me. We'll turn off the LRMs. Yeah, we'll turn off the LRMs. We'll just save that heat. Because apparently we're going to just drive that AC into the center of that Jenner. Jenner is not happy. Let's have a look. So, arc lights here. We can't quite push enough to do what we want here. Actually, I could maybe get arc light around here. Hit the side of this. If I hit the side of this, I've got a chance to knock it. We'll see in a second what he wants to do. The Locust is limping around in the background. Going, please sir, don't hit me. I am merely a Locust. We're going to move ourselves away from that reserve button there. Alright, so this is what we can do. Right here, we can shoot this guy on the side. The reason it's important to shoot on the side is because you have a higher chance, I think it's about 25% chance to hit a leg from the side versus from the front. It's, I can't remember what it is from the front. And with this amount of rockets, we should hit once, which will knock him. And now we can come in with Mockingbird. We can shoot him in the torso. And then our 2 mediums can just deal with his medium here. So Mockingbird, you should be able to get up. You should be able to ram some into the center of this. He might consider punching one of these, which is an option. There's not much left of this, but we'll put in everything. Overkill is far better than underkill. This guy is now surrounded. This thing is a Locust with some machine guns. You know, it's all downhill here. It is all downhill indeed for him. What would I do? I would probably continue to beat on Sumo. Death them above. It's probably what I would go for. Onto the side, maybe?
Hey, Commander, I'm taking some hits, huh?
Alright, and he didn't move this, right? So now it is, it's probably beatdown time on this. We could fire in the AC for everything. I think we will. Can we get some trees, though? We can take some trees here. That would be lovely. From the front, not that great, but it'll do. This guy is boned. Absolutely boned. A fresh Griffin. He's like, sir? So I seem to be in the wrong position here. Don't worry about it, lad. You've still got it. You've still got it. Sumo's like, haha. Prepare to receive my blessing. It's already a chunk load of armor off here. Whoa, Sumo, so excited he fires into the air. Alright, buddy, you need to relax there. The good thing is these two will shoot into the side, we'll probably knock him over. And be fairly happy. I could shoot him from the back. I will probably refrain from that. I did notice his leg was pretty mangled. I think it was already into yellow structure. He's bringing the Locust in. He's like, I've got this. I got it. I'm coming in. You gotta bring this in. I mean, there's nothing left, right? Oh, we're gonna get lasered. Oh, to the leg. Alright. Alright. That's one way to go. So, as I said before, if you shoot people in the side here, you have a higher chance to hit that leg. I haven't moved my commando all that well. I should have moved a little bit better than that. But we are 60. It's going to be pretty lucky if we get enough into this leg to kill it. But you never know. What are we down to? 20. So the other one should have a fairly good time of shooting this. So Mockingbird, you want to just... I would love to move you enough that you get some evasion here, buddy. But... Ooh, to the trees. One evasion. Let's do it. And it's into the side. This guy might actually just get knocked down from all this fire anyway. But let's have a look. Ooh, yeah, alright. So we didn't have the best hits there, but he's already unsteady. Ooh, wasn't enough. He could turn on arc light here. I was risking. I probably wouldn't risk that if I was not so far ahead, but this far ahead it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, the best he can do is maybe kill off the Centurion, which then does in this anyway. Wow, that's not bad for a reverse. Centurion, I mean, he's braced up, right?
Oh boy, that's bad.
It's pretty hard to get through that. I think what we do here is we just open fire. Twice, I think. We might get lucky, we might hit him in the leg. We'll shred off some of this evasion. He'll probably get knocked if we hit with the AC. To the torso. Alright. Evasion lost. Oh, buddy. It is. Whoa, that's not the button we need. I hate how the button appears there. Absolutely does me in. We're going to have vision on this. He's going to limp it in, probably. But this guy is pretty screwed. Come on, Apex. Line that shot up. Okay, Apex. I suppose that's one way. Sayonara to that leg. I'm down, sir. Not feeling great. In fact, nothing's looking great. I think the two commandos can probably take out here, while the two Centurions just finish off the Griffin. The Locust pilot is like, I'm coming in. I've got you covered. What are you going to do? Laser. Come on, laser blazer. Into... Oh, okay, he's going for the Centurion. Oh. Some mixed damage there. At least we're looking good on repairs. You know, everything's looking fairly okay here. So I think you just roll on up on this guy. And finish him off. Arclights, I got this. I got this, sir. Not you, you. Come on. Driving on in. Oof, look at that. He is already losing bits and pieces here. The armor's chipping off. The system's melting. He's like, I can't take much more of this. My Locust is rocking back and forth. It's only designed for infantry combat, really, isn't it? Pretty sure it's only designed for, you know, walking around town and doing what it can. Ooh. I mean, it'd be pretty scary seeing this thing coming around the corner, but overall, it's not going to matter when two commandos rock up on you and just demolish you. And that is it. That is the tale of Dog Trooper 44 on the stacks. Not bad. I think I've played him. I'm sure I've played him before, and I just don't know. I feel like he's either playing without using the reserve on purpose, or he's just playing a bit funny. I mean, if he's played before, he's probably I don't know how many games he's played, but if he's played against the AI, he needs to use the cover a bit more. He was using very little cover. The Jenner, you can't drive a Jenner straight up, right? Look at, it's got 50 total on a arm here, and it's got, what's it got total here? It's got 80. 80, that's, what's that? That's like an AC hit and a medium laser, and suddenly you lose 50 damage. It's pretty intense. I mean, the Jenner's a nice mech. If you can get it around behind people, it moves fast, it jumps. It's really hot though. but it can do a bit of damage. I mean, it's got an SRM4, so you can do about 140 damage if you get it around somewhere. It's... I don't know, actually. What is this? So, a commando has more armor than a commando. It's more expensive than a commando. It's got a little bit less. I feel like the commandos are better, though. Just, I don't know. Price-wise, these are so much better. They do 125 damage. And they're huge, right? He had not much to spare on the cash there. Paradise and the Firestarter. What he needed to do, actually, he needed to sensor lock with the Locust onto probably the onto one of my Centurions there, and then he needed to death them above in with Firestarter and Paradise. That way he would have hit with the machine guns. He wouldn't have done the medium laser, but he would have done the death them above damage instead, which would have been a lot better. Arclight, yeah, that makes sense. Showboat, not convinced on Showboat in a Griffin. I would probably rather have someone like Blockade or Ozone. Blockade over here, I would probably put Showboat into the Jenna instead, if I was going to do that. Yeah, it was a bit rough for him. I mean, we're just going to limp this back into the mech bay, throw some armor back on it, glue some more cables back in there, and this Centurion is good to go. No, well, it was a good battle. Short one, but a quick one. With that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time. More adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.